Are you thinking about buying a home in 2021? Well, don't. No, I'm just playing. In this video, I'm going to be going over some of the things that you can expect going into the housing market, or, you know, if you're going to wait, what are some pros and cons to waiting, and what are some pros and cons of buying right now. Make sure to stay till the end because I will be talking a little bit about a potential recession that could hit. Hey guys, my name is Shanza and you're watching the Life in Dallas channel, where we talk about all things living in the Dallas metro. And your girl here is a real estate agent, so don't hesitate to reach out to me, you guys, with your buying and selling needs. I'm here to help. Even if you have some questions about the area or the market, like, I'm here. You can contact me. However, all my contacts will be in the description box below. Now let's get started. So if I had a dollar for every time someone asked me, Shanza, do you think we should buy a house in 2022? I would not even be here right now. I would be retired on a beach somewhere. If you are one of those buyers that has to move to the area, you know that your job is relocating within a couple of months, you know that you have to move to this area for whatever reason, and you have a short time frame, then you need to go ahead and buy. If you are already pre-approved, ready to go, your mind is made that you want to live here in the Dallas area, then you need to go ahead and start your home buying process. And if you're not aware, the Fed has announced that they might do up to 6 interest rate hikes in this year alone. There'll probably be around 0.25%. So already your purchasing power is going to die. And what I mean by that is that the higher the interest rate, the less amount of home that you're gonna be able to afford. Interest rates are still low in my opinion, okay? You know, and if you do need help with the pre-approval process or you have questions, then I'm in contact with several great lenders here, and I can definitely share their information with you. And sometimes, you know, people reach out to me and they're worried. They're like, do I make enough money to apply for this loan? But, you know, I still answer them to the best of my ability, but I'm not a mortgage professional, okay? So just if you guys have any mortgage related questions or anything like that, you know, definitely reach out to me. I will get you in contact with some of the best lenders that we have here, and it's always good to use a local lender, okay? But we're not going to go into that right now. But like I'm saying, you guys, if you guys are buying right now and you're ready to go, then you need to go ahead with the home purchase. The market is still very hot, okay? Still a seller's market, and we have much lower inventory than we did this time around last year. In fact, we have less inventory than last month that we have this month. But I'm hoping that spring brings more listings on the market. That typically is the case, you know, during spring and summer. That's where we see the most amount of listings hit the market. And I feel like the market will start to slow down, but I will get into that later, okay? But I feel like it will start to slow down. So just know that when you're gonna come into the market, you are probably going to have to compete with multiple offers. You're probably going to have to pay over asking. Not all the time. In certain areas you'll probably have to pay more than asking, but you know, I've seen offers go for at asking or even sometimes below because, you know, the house needs like some type of repair or something. But you know, it's still possible, but for the most part, over ask. Even if you're paying like $30,000-$40,000 over asking right now, you know that this metro is expected to appreciate 21% this year alone, okay? It was more than 20% appreciation that we had last year, and then this year we're expected to have 21%, around that range. So just know that even if you buy now, you're still going to be in good hands, okay? So you're going to make that back in a couple of months anyway. But the thing is that people are afraid that the market's going to crash, or people think that, oh, they should wait because they want to snag homes at a cheaper rate. Well, let me tell you something. There's a lot of speculation going around that the market's going to crash. Well, I can't talk for other markets because I'm in the Dallas-Fort Worth market, so this is the area that I specialize in. But I can tell you that there is not going to be a crash, but there is going to be a correction, okay? Whether you want to call that a crash, go ahead. But when I'm thinking crash, I'm thinking of the 2008 housing crisis. That's what I'm thinking of. There is not going to be anything like that that's going to happen. And let me tell you something. When the crash happened, everybody thought that the crash wasn't going to happen. Everybody wasn't screaming like, oh, there's going to be a crash. There was only a couple of people saying like, hey, there's a housing bubble, it's about to burst. Okay, there's a couple of people that were saying that. And now there's so many people that are saying, oh, the housing market, oh, I'm just going to wait until the housing market crashes and I'm going to just snag up homes. If you know anything about the financial markets, like the stock market, crypto market, and those type of markets, you know that when everybody thinks that something is going to go down, it doesn't. And what I'm talking about down is it may make a correction and then continue to kind of appreciate over time in a more normal pace. Okay, it's not going to completely go crashing down. And I know that I was just telling you guys to buy, and now I'm saying that, oh, there's going to be a correction or a crash. The thing is that if you're going to buy now, I'm hoping that you're buying for over 2 years. I'm hoping, okay? Because any market correction that's going to happen is not going to last that long. And you'll make back any equity that you possibly would have lost if you would have lost some, which I'm saying that it's possible, okay? Maybe you buy a house right now, maybe next year something catastrophic happens, or like something happens in the future, and maybe, you know, maybe you lose a little bit of your home value, okay? But you're still going to make it back. You're still going to make it back and more. If you guys are liking this video, then please make sure to like and hit the subscribe if you guys want more content like this, and make sure to leave a comment as well sharing your thoughts or what do you think is going to happen. I don't want to scare you guys because I just said to buy now. Because if you're ready to go, you need to go ahead and buy now, because like I said, purchasing power is dying. You'll get it out the way, you'll be done with it, and there comes a time maybe in the next year or so where we do enter a recession. Then just know that even if you do lose some of your home value, you're going to make it back if you're at least keeping it for 2 years, okay? Which I'm hoping that you are, like at least 2-3 years. If you decide to wait, just know that you're not going to get dirt cheap prices, okay? We don't know if prices are going to depreciate, which I don't think that they will in 2023 or 2024. I think the rate of appreciation is going to slow down, and it's going to be more leveled off to like around 10% or below to what it was pre-pandemic phase. Just don't think that, you know, the market's kind of cooling down, that it's crashing. You know, homes are still going to appreciate over time. Hopefully the Fed strategically raises the interest rates to where the buying demand goes down at the end of this year, or maybe 2023. You know, we're not in such a crazy seller's market. Maybe it kind of balances off, which I'm hoping that it will. You know, that's why they're raising the interest rates to limit borrowing, because the economy is too stimulated. Our inflation is around all-time high, you guys, and it's really crazy. So maybe in 2023, I'm hoping the demand goes down and it's a little bit more leveled market and not too much on the seller side. We might still see multiple offers, but we might have room for negotiation. I think this is just a prediction that I have. Anything can happen in the next couple of months that could change that. You know, the war that was just unprecedented came out of nowhere and just spiked gas prices. And the last time we had a 50% increase in crude oil, guess what happened? A recession happened. Recession is basically when there's a general decline in economic activity, where there's not a lot of spending going on. You know, people are just too busy trying to pay their bills for gas and groceries that they're not spending their money on other things. So the spending declines, and we might enter that phase, okay? But just know that I'm not saying that that's a market crash. Recession does not equal to a housing crash, okay? The last 5 recessions that actually happened, only 2 of them resulted in depreciation. And one of them was in 1991, where we had 1.9% depreciation. And the second one is 2008, where we had a 19% depreciation in the housing market. The market crash in 2008 is very different from the market crash we have here. Yes, there's similarities, but you just have to know that unemployment was really high in 2008. Foreclosures were high. There was a lot of loans that are being given out to people that were not qualified for it. Okay, and this time it's very different. Unemployment is around the all-time lows. Foreclosures are around all-time lows. I'm not ruling anything out. There is a chance where your house might go down 5%. But like I mentioned before, you guys, if you're going to be staying there for a couple of years, it doesn't matter, okay? Because since the 1900s, every recession that happened averaged out to about 15 months. I feel like the next recession, if we do enter one, will be less than 15 months. So just know that in that phase, like if you're going to be buying a house for like 2, 3, 4 years, then it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, okay? And you guys know that when we enter a recession, most people don't even know that we're in a recession until it actually happened already. You know, seeing what's happening with inflation, the war, we don't know what's going to happen, okay? Something can happen in 2 months that completely changes this scenario that I've just talked about. I just wanted you guys to get my perspective of what I feel about this market. And there's a lot of people coming into this market with a lot of uncertainty. I hope that this cleared some things for you guys. I don't want to be biased towards one thing and just completely ignore the other, because, you know, we never know what's going to happen. So I don't want to rule anything out. So that's why I told you guys the negative and the positives of maybe buying a house in 2022. Okay, so maybe if you buy now, something happens where you lose like 5% of your home value. But then again, as time goes on, I told you guys that the Dallas-Fort Worth real estate market is still going to appreciate over time. even if there's a dip one year, it'll still continue to grow, okay? Because we have a really strong economy. Dallas is the 4th largest metro in the US. The business job opportunities here are endless, and that is what mostly draws people here. Business opportunities, small to large. They're moving here. I know several people that have small businesses and they come here and they just flourish, okay? Because one, they don't have to pay state income tax, and two is that there's already less business tax in Texas. We already exceeded our pre-pandemic levels, okay? Not a lot of states have done that. Hopefully the feds are successful with combating the extremely high inflation that we have. So I hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, make sure to leave a like and also leave a comment as well, sharing your thoughts. Disagree with me, tell me why you disagree with me. If I didn't mention anything that you feel like is important, go ahead and leave it in the comments. I would love to start a conversation. You know, I'm always willing to learn, look at different perspectives, so let me know what you guys think. Make sure to check out the rest of my videos where I go around the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I have videos about different suburbs and areas and other information, so make sure you guys check that out, and I will see you guys in my next video.